Every day, we time travel 100 years through the newspaper to find the moments that shape the world we live in today, or died trying. This is Hidden Lens History. Every generation has its version of risk takers, the kind of feats that make a crowd gasp. Today, it's wingsuits, extreme sports, viral stunts. But 100 years ago, without safety gear, without radios, without modern training, one woman did something even crazier in the sky. In February of 1926, newspapers described one stunt as among the most astonishing aerial feats audiences had ever seen. The woman behind it was Gladys Ingle, an American pilot and wing walker, and one of the earliest licensed female aviators in the United States. She earned her pilot's license in 1921, becoming the fourth American woman to do so, at a time when flying itself was still considered dangerous and experimental. She was a member of a Los Angeles-based stunt flying troupe known as the 13 Black Cats, a group famous for high-risk aerial performances designed to shock crowds gathered on the ground. Their slogan summed it up simply: "If a black cat can't do it, it can't be done." Gladys was the only woman in the group. Before airplanes, she had started her career jumping from balloons. By the mid-1920s, she had moved on to wing walking and mid-air transfers, climbing between planes using the exposed struts and wires of Curtiss Jenny biplanes, aircraft that made these stunts possible but never safe. One of her signature feats involved transferring from one airplane to another in mid-flight, sometimes with nothing more than a spare wheel strapped to her back. In footage filmed in 1926, Gladys is seen taking off in one plane, climbing out onto the wing, crossing to a second aircraft, and descending onto its landing gear to replace a wheel, while both planes were still in the air. Some modern retellings frame this as an emergency repair. Others describe it as a planned exhibition stunt. What's clear from the historical record is that the act was filmed, reported in newspapers at the time, and repeated as part of her professional performances. Audiences watched her walk between aircraft hundreds of feet above the ground. These moments weren't shared on phones or replayed on feeds. They were shown in Nickelodeons and early movie houses, the closest thing the 1920s had to viral video. In an era before parachutes were mandatory, before radios were standard, and before aviation safety rules were fully established, barnstorming pilots and stunt performers became symbols of speed, danger, and mechanical bravery. Gladys Ingle alone performed hundreds of plane-to-plane transfers during her career. And the fact that she did all of this as a woman, in a field dominated by men during a decade when female pilots were still a novelty, made her feats even more remarkable to the crowds watching below. She survived it all, eventually leaving stunt flying behind. She lived into her 80s, passing away in 1981, a rare outcome for someone whose career was built on flirting with gravity. Today, we have full documentaries of people pushing the limits. We scroll through endless clips of people performing for entertainment and attention. Wingsuits skimming cliffs, daredevils chasing views, stunts engineered for shock and spectacle. The technology has changed, but the impulse hasn't. What Gladys Ingle did, without safety tethers, without radios, at a time when flying itself was considered dangerous, reminds us that people have always chased the edge of what's possible. Not because it was safe, but because the spectacle demanded it. Tomorrow, there's another headline waiting. Another story that helped build the world we live in, or didn't survive long enough to. This is day one of Front Page Daily, a new series, every day straight from the newspaper. If you want to follow along, I'll keep the full playlist right here so you don't miss a single date.